everybody? It's Pastor Derek Changeman Smith. Come on in, grab a pen and make sure you tell your friends. I got some news you can use and it's all about the blues. The Changeman is on his way with the One Man, One Mic, One Night, all-white summer tour, and we're headed to Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Ooh, listen, it's going down. I need all the VIPs to meet me at the MPV. If you are VIP, come on to the MPV. It's going down. One Man, One Mic, One Night, all-white summer tour, Hattiesburg, you up. I want to see your face in the place. I'm coming to swing from the chandelier. I'm going to stomp a hole in the floor. I'm going to baptize that stage with sweat. You don't want to miss it. I want to see you there. Make sure you have your face in the place. Get your tickets. And did I mention get your tickets? Can't wait to see you. I'm coming to swing, y'all. And remember, change ain't change until you change. Let's go.
Baby, you made a way out of me. You baby.
What to do, everybody? Pastor Derek Changeman Smith. Come on in, grab your pen and make sure you tell your friend I got some news you can use and it's all about the blues. Listen, I'm just finishing up a workout, but I want to give you this very special public service announcement. And ladies, we did our big one for y'all for Mother's Day. We got your hair done, got your nose done, got your toes done, washed your car, filled it up with gas, took you to Red Lobster. We did all that for you. Now listen, Father's Day is right here, and I don't need y'all playing. All right, don't play. We don't need another tie. We don't need another screwdriver, and them ties ugly anyway. We don't need that. We don't want that. I'm gonna tell you what your man wants. Bring your baby daddy to Copiah County Fairground because it's going down for the Juneteenth Father's Day edition. It's happening. You don't want to miss it. I'm telling you, I'm coming through to do my big one, and I'm going to do it with you. That's right. Going to swing from the chandelier, stomp a hole in the floor, baptize that stage with sweat. You don't want to miss it. I promise you it's going down. Make sure you have your face in the place. Don't delay. Do it today. Get them tickets, y'all. Now I see y'all. And one more thing I got to tell you. Change ain't change until you change. Later.
I wanna roll. I'm still crazy. I'm crazy.
What's happening, everybody? Come on in, grab your pen and make sure you tell your friend I got some news you can use and it's all about the blues. Pastor Derek the Changeman Smith is on his way. High Point, North Carolina. Stand up. I'm on the way. 2 shows, one night. One man, one mic, one night, 2 shows in one night. It's going down. Get your tickets. Tickets are available at all white. highpoint.eventbrite.com. Coming to swing from the chandelier, gonna stomp a hole in the floor, gonna baptize the stage with sweat. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all already know what time it is. I ain't got to keep talking to you. I got to go. Got somewhere to be. Oh, that's High Point, North Carolina. I'm gone, y'all. See ya. Change ain't change until you change. We gone.
Baby.
This is the year of expansion. Not theory, not talk. Expansion. Brought to you by the Change Agent Network. Powered by SKD Entertainment and distributed by SKD TV. If you're ready to move, if you're ready to build, if you're ready to expand, then you have come to the right room. Welcome to the Boardroom Report. Strategic direction for clear execution. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you now, Pastor Derek, the Changeman Smith.
Come on in. Oh, yes, sir. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome, 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 everybody, to another terrific, triumphant Tuesday. We are here tonight for the Boardroom Report, and I'm so excited. I am so excited about meeting with you tonight. We're going to have a great time tonight as we are here to have the meeting of the mindset of a millionaire. We are here in the year of expansion, and we are moving in our manifestation, and I'm excited about it. I hope you are as well. I'm telling you, there are some great things happening. God gave us a mandate back in October of 2025. He said, I want you to prepare the people. Let them know that this is their time and it's their turn. He said, this is squeezing season, and Jesus is the reason for the squeezing. And I'm so excited. He gave us a mandate to let us know that this is the TYOE, the year of expansion. And tonight we want to make sure that we are giving you clarity to your clutter, giving you strategic direction and clear execution. Strategic direction and clear execution. I'm telling you, it's going down. We're going to move on in it. Hey, everybody, I see you online. Good to see you. Good to see you, Sean Square. I love you, Lady J, the Queen. I love you. And everybody else that's coming in, come on in. We're not going to delay. Y'all know church starts every Tuesday and Wednesday. And we ain't waiting for you to get in here. When you get here, this train is already rolling. You will have to catch up with us. All right? So we thank you for coming in. The Boardroom Report is where we get together and help people who are decision makers, people that are leaders, parents, teachers, visionaries, CEOs, and supervisors. Anybody that has influence over people, this is your night. Now, tomorrow night we'll deal with your spirit, but tonight we want to deal with your deed. We want to deal with your activity and your lifestyle. All right? So come on in. Let's go to the top of things. First of all, we want to say congratulations. You've made it to the half point of the year. This is halftime. Woo-wee. Yes, sir. This is halftime. This is halftime. And we want you to know that it's not the time to give up. The halftime, the first half is history. That's already been done. The second half is strategy. So we want you to know that this is the month of Black Music Month. This is Juneteenth. We're also celebrating King Awareness Month. And this is also the year of expansion. So we don't want you to give up at halftime, because halftime is where adjustments are made, vision is renewed, where momentum is built, and is where champions decide how the stories end. That's right. So we want you to finish strong, because you got 6 months left. 6 months left to finish strong. That is exciting. That is very exciting. Don't give up, because it is halftime. Yeah, that's good right there. That's good. That's good. Second thing we want you to know tonight is that we are moving right along with our scripture, 1 Chronicles 4, 9, and 10, Jabez. Yes, sir. And this is the prayer of Jabez. This is the prayer of Jabez. And it says, Jabez was more honorable than his brothers. His mother had named him Jabez, saying, I gave birth to him in pain. And Jabez cried out to the God of Israel, oh, that you would bless me indeed, and enlarge my territory. Let your hand be with me and keep me from harm, so that I will be free from pain. And guess what happened? And God granted his request. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. I ordered me 2 big, thick ankle ushers off of Amazon. I don't know what's the hold up. I guess it's the tariffs. They ain't got here yet. But if you see me just start running, just know it's because the word of God is yea and amen. All right. All right. All right. All right. By now you should have your Lisa, good to see you, baby. It's by now you should have your TYOE, the Boardroom Report notebook. That should be in hand. All right. So if so, we're going to get started tonight with a conversation that talks about conversion. Yes, conversion. I want you to know that tonight is about conversion. Yes, tonight is about conversion. Yeah, it's about conversion. Yeah, let's put this one up right here. There you go. Conversion. Yeah, we want you to stop the con, become the version, and execute the vision. Yes, conversion. Ooh-wee. It's going to get juicy tonight. Let's get into it, y'all. Now, first of all, I want to share something with you that changed everything for me. I was once sitting in a room full of successful people. I'm talking about wealthy, real influence, real impact. And I noticed something fascinating. They wasn't the smartest people I'd ever met, to be honest. But even though they were wealthy, they really weren't that smart. They weren't the most educated. And some of them didn't even finish college. Some hadn't even been to college. But all of them had one thing in common. They had become different people than who they were when they started. As I talked to each person, did my own little 2020 investigative report, I found out that they all became somebody different than who they were when they started. See, here's what most people don't understand about success in business. And this is where it gets interesting. Success isn't just about getting something. Success is becoming someone. This is for money. This is for business and in life. The money is just a receipt. It's evidence. The car is just a byproduct. The house, the trips, all that stuff that you see people posted up on Instagram and have you mad and in your feelings because you see those filtered pictures. All of that is a byproduct of them becoming somebody. It's proof that a conversion happened. And I want to tell you that before anything can happen, something has to happen on the inside before anything shows up on the outside. Think about it like this. A $10,000 problem requires a $10,000 person to solve it. A $100,000 problem requires a $100,000 person. $1 million problem, you better believe it requires $1 million mindset to solve it. And here's the beautiful part. The part that you should get excited about tonight is that the marketplace, life, is designed to reward you for who you become, not just for what you do. Woo! That's good right there. That's good. All right, let's get into it. The first one is the principle of attraction. The principle of attraction. Success is attracted, not pursued. You don't chase the opportunity. You become the type of person where the opportunity flows to you. That's good. That's good. Now, there's a principle that governs everything in business, and once you understand it, everything will change for you. Success is not pursued. Success is attracted. You don't chase the deal. You don't become the type of person that chases. You become the type of person where deals are and money chases you. I often say it this way. You don't chase paper. You chase purpose, and paper chases purpose. You don't chase paper. Chase purpose, and the paper will chase purpose. I know people who are desperately trying to make it, working 80 hours a week, stressing, grinding, forcing things. And then I know other people who seem to effortlessly attract opportunity after opportunity. What's the difference? One group is focused on getting, and the other group is focused on becoming. One person is trying to convince everybody that they're valuable, and the other person has become valuable, and people can't ignore. When you are valuable, baby, you ain't got to do no whole bunch of commercials. The people will talk. As they said, the streets are talking, the streets will be talking. It's the difference between pushing and pulling. And let me tell you, pulling is a lot more profitable than pushing. Ooh, I'll get into that later. Let's look at the next thing. The invisible conversion. The invisible conversion. Welcome, everybody. If you're just coming on in, welcome. Come on in. The invisible conversion. Preparation creates opportunity. All right, the invisible conversion. Here's something fascinating about truly successful people. Long before their revenue changed, long before their status changed, long before their locations changed, guess what happened? Their conversations changed. All right, come on, release me. Long before, release me. Let me see me. Long before the deals showed up, their thinking changed. Long before the opportunities showed up, their preparation changed. You see, most people are waiting for opportunities to show up so then they can get ready. But the person who understands conversion, they're getting ready when? Right now. The person who understands conversion is not waiting on next summer. They said this summer is already gone, that they ain't got the six pack they want. They ain't got the beach body. It's not hot girl summer. It's not hot boy summer. They already, that mindset of person is working now. I told you last week, that mindset of person is already preparing for their winter, for Christmas. They already set money aside. That type of person is already putting some savings toward children's graduation and children's college. It's preparation. It's a mindset. The person who understands conversion, they're getting ready now, knowing that preparation is what attracts the opportunity in the first place. That's good. It's like the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. I love that. But let's flip that for business people, for artists, for authors, and anybody that's got a vision. When the entrepreneur is ready, the opportunity will appear. The market has a way of finding prepared people. Ooh, I just said something. The market has, it's like a hound dog. It starts sniffing. It says opportunity be sniffing. It be looking. It be peeking. It's trying to see. It's going up and down the earth, trying to see who it can find if they are ready. All right, we're moving on. The value equation. All right, let's look at the value equation. The value equation. Here's where it gets real practical. The value equation. Yeah, the conversation about your value. Your value is not what you hope people will pay. It's what they are happy to pay. Ooh, Smitty. Yes. Now, here's where it gets practical. Your income right now, whatever it is a direct reflection of the value that you're bringing to the marketplace. Not the value that you're thinking that you're bringing, not the value you want to bring, but the value you actually bring. And here's the exciting part. When you know that, you can increase your value, which means if you increase your value, you increase your pocketbook. Yes. I want to tell all 6 of you, if you increase your value, you increase your wallet or your pocketbook. You become more valuable. You develop new skills. That means you solve bigger problems and you can serve at a higher level. But here's what's interesting. And I want you to really hear this. Most people are trying to increase their income without increasing their value. You going back to your boss talking about, I need a raise. I've been here 27 years. I need a raise. You ain't going to get it that way. Okay. Number one, don't go in there sounding like that. Number two is that you need to increase your value if you want to increase your income. Some people want the raise before they become raise worthy. You want the promotion before you become promotion ready. You want the investment before they become investment grade. And the market says, I believe the marketplace is from Missouri. It says show me. It's the show me state. All right. So you got to show before you grow. Ooh, that one in my notes. That just fell fresh. Great day. Come on, Jesus. Yeah. You got to show before you grow. All right. All right. Let's look at the compound effect. The compound effect. Here's something that separates the wealthy from everyone else. Wealthy people understand compound growth, not just financially, though, yes, finance is a part of it, but they understand that small improvements compounds. A 1% improvement in your skill doesn't give you 1% better results. Over time, it compounds into exponential growth. See, what most people want is the quantum leap. They want the overnight success. They want the viral moment. And that happens. All right. But here's what nobody tells you about the overnight success. It was built on a foundation of 1,000 small conversions that nobody saw. The habits nobody witnessed. The decisions nobody applauded. The decisions nobody celebrated. The growth that nobody tackled or that nobody tracked. Every empire that you admire was built brick by brick. I'm going to say it one more time. Every empire that you admire was built brick by brick. One more time for the people in the back. Wake up. You won't come sleeping in this church. Every empire you admire was built brick by brick. Every fortune you envy was built dollar by dollar. Every reputation you respect was built by decision by decision. And here's the part that should give you hope. You can start building today. Oh, yes. You ain't got to wait. You ain't got to wait on nobody's permission slip. You ain't got to wait on no on no loan. You ain't got to wait on no approval. You can start doing this today. All right. We are talking about the word conversion tonight. I want to break this word down because there are 3 parts to this word that I want to show you that are very important. We're talking about conversion. Conversion. Come on in. Put it on up. Conversion. Breaking down the word conversion. Now, I want you to really think about this word. Conversion. Most people see it one way, but let me break it down for you. Conversion. 3 parts. Con, which means with or together. Verse, which means to turn, to change direction. Ion, which means action. But here's where it gets interesting, and this is the part that should wake you up. Converse, that's a word too. And what does converse means? Converse means it means to talk, to have a conversation. And that's the key right there. Before your conversion happens, before you actually change, you have to change your conversation. You have to change what you are saying, not just to other people, but to yourself. All right, let's look at the conversation you're having. All right, the conversation that you're having. See, every single day you're having conversations. Some of them are with other people, but most of the important ones, and I would say the most important one, other than the conversation you're having with God, is the ones that you're having with yourself, and they determine your future. Come on, release me. Those are the conversations that you're having with yourself. The voice in your head, that voice is so powerful. And here's what most people don't realize, that they're not in control of, if you're not in control of that voice will control you. You wake up and the voice says, I'm not smart enough for this. I can't afford this. That's not for people like me. I've already tried this. Nobody's going to listen to me. And the more you keep hearing that garbage, it's going to produce stinking thinking. And before you know it, you start believing it because you've been conversing with yourself that way for so long that you think it's true. But it's not true. It's just a conversation. And every conversation is not a conversation of truth. Come on. He talking good. The conversations, what I love about this, they're not handcuffs. They're not anchors. You can change your conversation. And this is where conversion really begins. When you change the conversation, you change the version. Conversion. You change the version of yourself that's showing up. If your internal conversation is, I'm not a salesman, then guess what? You're not going to be. If your internal conversation is, I can't afford to invest, guess what? You won't. If your internal conversation is, people like me don't build businesses, guess what? You won't. But flip it around. If your internal conversation becomes, I'm learning to be an excellent salesman, everything changes. I'm someone who invests wisely. Everything changes. I'm a homeowner. I'm a business owner. I'm a wife. I'm a husband. I'm a mother. Whatever you decree out of your mouth. So the Bible says in Proverbs that life and death is in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. I say it like this. That's King James. But King David says from confession leads to possession. Now, I don't know which one you want to ride with, King James or King David or King George. Can't stay too long. One of them kings, put all 3 of us together and you'll be all right. All right, let's go to the version that you're attracting. Let's go to that. The version you're attracting. Here's the beautiful part. You don't attract what you want. You attract the version of yourself that you've been conversing with. The market responds to who you've become through your conversations. Opportunities show up are a match for the version that you've created through your internal dialogue. The people who enter your life are attracted to the version that you are projecting, the version that you are promoting. Deals that come to you are sized for the capacity of the version that you're developing. Okay, in other words, if you got a $20 conversation, you can't have a $2,000 conversation with someone else. If only thing that you can talk about is low-hanging fruit, you can't expect to have expansive conversation with people who don't abide down to their level. This is why two people can be in the exact same situation and have different outcomes. Same market, same resource, same opportunity, same school, same mom and daddy, same church, same house, same car. Two different, because the conversations, one person's internal conversation says, this is impossible. And then somebody looks at the word and says impossible and moves the punctuation around and says, I'm possible. One person's conversation says, I don't know how. But the other person says, how can I learn? I was recently stumbled across a piece of equipment / property that I need to purchase. And it was more than what I was expecting to purchase. It was matter of fact, it was 3 times more. And when I went back to my squad, to my inner circle, I told my inner circle, I don't look at whether I can afford this. I look at it as, if I want it, what do I need to do to get it? That's a different conversation. My bank account says this. I don't care what my bank account said. My bank account was not ready for what I just saw. So now, since I didn't prepare for what I saw, or didn't know I need what I now see, I now have to move into another mindset that says, what does it take for me to get this, what I want? Hope you pick it up what I'm putting down. Every conversation compounds. All right. Over time, over weeks and months and years. Every single day, the person with empowering conversation is reinforcing a version of themselves that attracts opportunities and success. Every single day. Listen, if you want a Hummer, and I did say Hummer, if you want a Hummer, you need to present yourself as a wife before you, because the Bible says, he that findeth a wife. Notice it didn't say a husband that findeth a wife. He says, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor. I believe that a husband sometimes don't know how to be a husband until he find a wife. But you can't be a girlfriend trying to expect to be a wife. Oh, that boy talking good on this Tuesday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Every single day, empowering conversations reinforce versions of you that's going to attract opportunities. And the market knows the difference. The dating game knows the difference. Everyone who you are attracting, they know when they walk up on you by how you could be fine as wine. Fine as wine, have it all together. Got all the curves, got more curves than a doggone roller coaster. You can be thicker than a pot of grits. You could be finer than Denzel. You can be looking like Shamar Moore. And all that will do good until you open your mouth. Good God Almighty. Here it go. Lord help here. You was good till you started talking. Baby, please don't say nothing. Don't say, you just look pretty. Don't say nothing. Because you dumber than a box of rocks. Let's look at the next one, y'all. The con game. We got to get out of here. The con game. All right, so we're looking at the word conversion. The con game. Here's what I want to get really honest with you. You can put it on the screen whenever you see it. The con game. There's a con game happening, and the greatest con artist that you will ever meet. I know that you are thinking about the con game. You think about a con man, a con woman. You think about somebody that runs a con. The world profits from your small conversations. Don't be played. Y'all see that? Don't be played. A con is a deception. A con game is a system. The con game is designed to keep you thinking small, spending more, and building less. How the con game works. The distraction con, it keeps your mind so busy that you don't question the system. The spending con keeps you broke, that makes you look rich. Oh, I'm going to stop right there. Release me. Let me see you. The system somehow, and especially in the African American community, I don't know how we have been so brainwashed. Baby, stop spending money trying to look like you got it when you ain't got it, baby. I understand sometimes we got to fake it to make it. I understand that. But at what cost? Don't go get that $600 pocketbook and you ain't got $60 to put in it. Somebody snatch your pocketbook, they're going to give back to you. Excuse me. Here, take that pocketbook back. You ain't got no money. Try to rob you and you ain't even got no money to take. Okay? Put you some money in your pocketbook instead of spending everything that you have. All right? Self-deception is the most profitable con of all. The biggest con is not anybody you know. The biggest con is really you that looks in the mirror. The man in the mirror. That's the biggest con. You're conning yourself. I'm waiting for the right time. Meanwhile, the right time is right now. And you're missing it. The other con you say is, I'm preparing. Meanwhile, you've been preparing for 3 years and ain't launched nothing yet. The other con you says, I don't have enough money to start. Meanwhile, every successful person started with less than you have right now. But you got money to go to the convenience store and play the games. You got money to be on endless, bottomless mimosas with your girlfriend on Sundays. You got money to run into Macy's and find out what's on sale. So it's not that you don't have money. You just haven't allocated your money to your mandate, to the thing that you say. You talk one thing and you do something else, and you're running a con. You say you want to be in the industry. You say you want to have your own business, but you haven't invested any money, but yet you still buying shoes, pocketbooks, bundles, and weaves and blunts. Smitty, get out them people business. All right, the 3 conversations that matter. All right. So let me give you 3 conversations that actually determines your future in business. Conversation number 1, the conversation about your capability. Yeah, capability. What are you telling yourself about what you're capable of? Not what others say you can do, but what do you say you can do? Because here's the truth. You will never consistently perform above the version you believe yourself to be. You might have a good month. You might get lucky. You might catch a break, but eventually you return to the level of your self-image. You see, if you see yourself as a $50,000 a year person, then $50,000 is your orbit, and you might temporarily escape that. You might make it up to 55, but you'll be back. But if you see yourself as a $500,000 a year person, that becomes your baseline, and you're always working toward that and beyond. This isn't magical thinking. This is just how the human mind works. Your mind is like a thermostat. It has a set point, and it's constantly working to bring your reality back into alignment with your internal image. So the first conversation you need to have with yourself is, who am I becoming? Not who your parents said you'd become. Not who your circumstances suggest. That's what happened with Jabez. His mama called him pain, but he wasn't going to allow the labels to become his limiters. Who are you actually becoming, capable of becoming? And then the follow-up question, am I willing to have that conversation with myself every single day? Am I willing to do what's necessary to become who I need to become every single day? Because that conversation, that repeated daily conversation on the way to work, while you're at work, on your lunch break, on the way back home, that powerful conversation, that conversation is what's going to build the version of you that attracts the results. Conversation number 2. Conversation number 2 is about your value. Here's something that separates people from $50,000 to $500,000. The $500,000 person has a completely different conversation about their value. Totally. They've decided I solve problems that are worth solving. They've decided that the value I create is significant. They've decided people should pay me for this. Meanwhile, the $50,000 person is having a conversation that sounds like, I hope someone wants to buy this. I don't know if I'm worth that much. Maybe I should lower my price. I'm just grateful for any customer. You see the difference? One conversation attracts premium clients and premium prices. The other conversation attracts desperate clients and desperate margins. And let me just say this to all of the business people right here on the line. If you got economical clients, you're going to have a whole lot of problems, because people who don't spend a lot of money want a whole lot for nothing. They're the number ones to complain. They don't respect nothing that you do. And as soon as they find somebody else, they will leave you. You've been charging $300 to put the hair in, to give them a whole head sew in, and they ain't got but $100, and you finance half of that and let them pay you every 2 weeks. And child, as soon as they find somebody else, they gone. They gone. They riding right on. They will leave your salon where you struggling, paying all this money. Got to have license and insurance and utilities. They will leave you and go to Tamika's kitchen. Hello, somebody. They will leave you and go to the kitchen because that low value customer is not loyal. That low value customer is not loyal. All right. So your value is important. Stop being a cheap economical. I'm so sorry, not sorry, but ain't nothing cheap about Pastor David. I'm just telling you right now. Ain't. Listen, if you want less, it's all around me. It ain't in me. I'm so sorry. I don't eat cheap. I don't walk cheap. I don't drive cheap. I don't produce cheap. I don't do cheap. You can either have cheap or good, but you can't have cheap and good. You're going to have to decide. And for me, good is a curse word. I press toward great. I press toward the mark of greatness, of the high calling in Christ Jesus. Greatness. Conversation number 3. The conversation about your market. This is the third conversation about how you see the market. Is the market something that's against you, or is the market something that's waiting for you? And when you have a conversation about what the market is against you, that's competitive, that's saturated, there's no room for you. You operate from scarcity. From scarcity, you make desperate decisions. And so you start undercutting your price. You oversell your product. You make promises you can't keep. You burn bridges trying to grab every opportunity. And the market responds to that energy. It rejects it, matter of fact. But when you have a conversation that the market is waiting for you, and the market is excited about what you have from a mindset of abundance, from abundance, you make confident decisions. You can charge what you're worth. You only work with ideal clients. You keep your promises. You build your relationships that last, and the market responds to that type of energy. It's just why it's just like why you never see an attorney pulling files. The paralegal who gets paid $60 an hour pull them files, while the attorney that gets paid $1,500 an hour, he's focused on what he needs to focus on. Know your value. All right, we're gonna skip along right quick. Well, let's talk about where most people fail. Now, here's where most people miss it. They try to skip the conversation part. They want to go straight from wanting success to having success. They buy the course, they read the book, they attend the seminar, but they never actually converse with themselves about who they're becoming. So guess what happens? Nothing changes. The information enters the brain and it exits just as quickly, because information does not bring forth transformation, but application of information brings forth transformation. But when you converse with yourself about the information, when you ask yourself the tough questions, challenge yourself, when you have the hard dialogue, that's where transformation begins. All right, let's talk about the decision point. The decision point. Here's where we are. You now understand that conversion is not just about external change. It's about the conversation you have with yourself that creates a new version of you, and the quality of your life, your business, your income, your influence, your impact. All of that is determined by the quality of that conversation. So the question becomes, what conversation have you been having with yourself that's keeping you stuck? Don't beat yourself up. Don't judge yourself. Just be honest. What have you been telling yourself? Have you been telling yourself, I'm not smart enough. I'm too old. I don't have the right connections. It's too late for me. I know at least 3 people that I have come in contact with that God had major opportunities for them, and they talked themselves out of it with negative self-talk and stinking thinking. Did you hear me? These people have lost out on, I know at least of $100,000. These people who are in a position that really could use some elevation missed out on the opportunity simply because they did not have the right positioning. They were not aligned. They self-talk themselves out. Do you know how painful that's going to be in years to come? When you have an opportunity and you sabotage that. Do you know how much pain that's going to be to have that? When you sabotage yourself, baby, that's a hard decision. That's a hard thing to deal with. Self-sabotage. That's a hard situation. So if a conversation created your current version, then a different conversation can create a different version. You're not stuck because of your circumstances. You're stuck because of your conversation. Change the conversation and you change the circumstances. It's that simple and it's that profound. Listen, we'll be right back after this. I got to pay some bills. I need to run some commercials, and then we'll be right back after this. Don't you go nowhere. I want you to know where Pastor Derek is coming next, and it's coming up right now.
Tell me what you did. Oh, baby. You made a way out of me. Yeah, you did. And you see, baby, I was blind. Yes. You opened.
What it do, everybody? It's Pastor Derek Changeman Smith. Come on in, grab a pen and make sure you tell your friends. I got some news you can use, and it's all about the blues. The Change Man is on his way with the One Man, One Mic, One Night, all white summer tour, and we're headed to Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Ooh, listen, it's going down. I need all the VIPs to meet me at the MPV. If you are VIP, come on to the MPV. It's going down. One Man, One Mic, One Night, all white summer tour, Hattiesburg, you up. I want to see your face in the place. I'm coming to swing from the chandelier. I'm going to stomp a hole in the floor. I'm going to baptize that stage with respect. You don't want to miss it. I want to see you there. Make sure you have your face in the place. Get your tickets. And did I mention get your tickets? Can't wait to see you. I'm coming to swing, y'all. And remember, change ain't change until you change. Let's go.
Babe, you made a way out of me. You, babe. You, babe.
Oh, yes. All right. So make sure you get your tickets. And did I mention get your tickets? Now, let's go back and continue because we're talking tonight about the word conversion and the impact of conversion. The next word that's in conversion, the word I want you to look at is version. The version that's waiting for you. The version that's waiting for you. There's a version that you are now of yourself, but there's a version that's waiting on you, a version for you to become. And right now, there's a version of you that already has what you want. Not in the future, not someday. That version exists right now in the realm of possibilities. That version is already making the decisions as a successful person. That version is already having conversations as a successful person. And that version is already operating from the belief system of a successful person. Now, here's the beautiful part. You don't have to create that version. You just have to become. And you become that version by conversing like that version would converse. Would converse. By thinking like the version would think. By deciding like that version would decide. Every single day until one day, maybe it's weeks or months, you look up and realize you're not trying to be that version anymore. You are that version. And when that happens, baby, I'm telling y'all, as sure as I'm sitting here as a chocolate covered morsel, I'm telling you right now, it happened to me. I started reading, I started following, I started looking, I started listening to the people who had what I wanted to acquire. Because that's the main thing. Stop listening to people who don't have what you have, trying to tell you that you can't get what you want. No, I started looking and I started noticing and asking questions. And I said, oh, who you are is holding you back from what you really want in life. So I don't want you to embrace yourself. I want you, don't be true to yourself. Be true to your future self. Be true to the version of you that you need to become to attain what you want to attain. Yeah. Don't see this keeping it real mindset will keep you broke, keep you single, keep you in bondage, keep you behind. In order for you to reach the ceiling, you got to let go of the carpet. Are you hearing me tonight? What I'm telling you tonight is that elevation requires separation. All right. Everything changes when you become. When you become, the money is going to flow to you. All right. Now let's look at the business reality. The business reality, because this isn't just philosophy. This is how business actually works. Every single successful business owner that I've ever known, and I mean known, worked with, invested in, they all went through conversions. They all had a moment where they realized my business would never be bigger than I am. And that realization changed everything, because suddenly they weren't just focused. They wasn't just focused on the business. They were focused on themselves. Now, they started investing in their own development, not because it was trendy, but because they understood that the business is a direct reflection of the person running it. Ooh-wee. Let's look at this, the business reality. Dreams are important. Execution is everything. What it takes on the right side of the screen. It says clarity, discipline, innovation, leadership, and persistence. All right. Here's the reality that most people won't tell you until they learn it the hard way. Nobody cares about your plan. The marketplace does not respond to your potential. It only responds to results. It only responds to results. All right. Okay. I don't know what happened, but put me back on the screen. All right. Okay. So it doesn't respond to your potential. It responds to your progress. All right. The business that you run is a direct reflection of you. So if you got a hood business, that's because you hood. If you have a sophisticated business, it's because you're sophisticated. And your location is not indicative of identification. Ooh, Schmitty, come through. Your location, you can have a very nice venue. You can have a very nice business in the hood. It's not the location. It's your identification. All right. Let's look at the wealth conversation. The wealth conversation. Let me tell you something about wealthy people that broke people don't actually get to hear. All right. Let me tell you this. Wealthy people have a completely different conversation about money. Not because they're greedy, not because they're obsessed, but because they understand something fundamental. Money is a language. And if you don't speak the language fluently, money don't come. A broke person's conversation about money sounds like this. Well, you know, they say money is evil. Rich people are corrupt. I can't afford that. That's it. Money don't grow on trees. I'm not a person. I'm not a money person. And so when you say those kinds of things, money avoids you. It literally flows away from that energy. Money is not coming to you when you don't know how to handle it. And let me tell you something. Money has an address and it ain't yours until you tap money's butt and make money behave. Baby, I tell you, every penny I got now, you come here and sit down. You belong over here now. And then when it leaves, I assign it somewhere. A wealthy person conversation about money, they understand money is a tool. Wealth is created through value. They figure out what does it cost for them to own something. They realize that money multiplies through wise decisions. All right. And so many, and so money seeks them. It literally flows toward that energy. Same world, same opportunities, same economy. All right. Same economy, different results. This is why a wealthy person who loses everything can rebuild it quickly, because the conversation about money didn't change. Their belief system didn't change. Their version didn't change. So the money comes back. But a broke person who gets money, they lose it. That's why you see people who are lottery winners. Baby, they go get that check and then they be broke. Just wait on them. They be broke. You see it every year at income tax time. They get $8,000 and lose their mind. Just don't know what to do with it because they haven't become the wealthy person. They just somebody with a few thousand. The daily practice I want to tell you about is something practical that you can do today. The version you want to become, the version has daily practices. Not when you feel like practicing it. No, not when you feel like practicing. You have to have daily practices. The version of you that's going to make $500,000 a year, the version of you that's going to become a millionaire, those of you all that want this abundant living, want this type of financial windfall, you're going to have to study. You're going to have to constantly learn, read, listen, and grow. You have to take action. You have to take risk and make offers and put yourself out there. And that's one thing right there that is hard. Because when you put yourself out there, you're going to have two things. Understand the power of rejection, and you have to have the power of reflection. You have to review your decisions, learn from your mistakes, and adjust your approach. You got to have relationships and invest in people and build networks and create partnerships. See, one thing that money does, it don't change people, it exposes people. So if you are mean with $100, you're going to be mean as hell with 1,000. If you are a giver with $2,000, when you get $200,000, you're going to be even more. Money doesn't change you, it just exposes you. And every time you take care of your health, you are conversing with yourself. I'm someone who values myself. Every time you stay connected to God and to your faith, you're conversing with yourself. I'm someone with purpose. And after 30 days of these types of conversation, you're different. After 90 days, people notice that you're different. And after a year, your whole world, what Mary J. Blige say? My whole world's upside down. Yeah. The opportunities that come are different. And people are attracted to you. Those people that are attracted to you are different. Those deals that are presented to you are different deals because you are important. All right. Let's look at the most important conversion. All right. The most important conversion is the final conversion. Now, I want to tell you what I believe is the most, it's not financial. It's not about business. All right. It's not about status. It's the conversion from consumer to creator. See, most people are consumers of information. They consume entertainment, consume other people's dreams, consume other people's problems, consume other people's podcasts, consume content, consume the success stories of others. While you're consuming, you're not creating. And here's what's wild. The marketplace doesn't pay for consumers. It only pays for creators. Creators of products, solutions, value, experiences. So one of the most important conversations you can have with yourself is, am I consuming more or am I creating more? And if you're honest with yourself, you're going to find that you've been primarily a consumer. But here's the beautiful part. This is what I love about conversions. You can convert. You can start creating today. You don't have to be perfect. Now, put me back on the screen. I can tell you what I need to tell you right quick. Put me on the screen. All right. Listen. You don't have to be perfect. Stop waiting for you to have it all together. Start now. You don't have enough money. Start now. You don't have all the beautiful backdrops. It don't matter. You don't have the greatest. People are going to talk about you, baby. Don't worry about it. They're going to talk about you. You got to understand that it's a process, and you learn so much while you're in the process. You learn so much. This is about identification. You become somebody on the journey. It's not about the destination. It's about identification. All right? The final conversion. Here's the last thing I want to leave with you. There's a conversion that happens when you stop living for yourself and start living for something bigger. When you shift from how do I win, how do I serve, how do I get rich, how do I create wealth from others, to how do I create wealth for others, and you go from how do I become famous to how do I become significant. I told y'all from the beginning, I'm not here to be impressive. I'm here to be impactful. I don't look for awards. I'm waiting on my reward. Thank you for every trophy that I've gotten. God bless your heart and your inside parts. But I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm not doing nothing for awards from nobody when I know I got great reward coming from God. The conversation starts now. Here's where we are at the end of this. You now have to understand that conversion is not just about external change. It's about internal conversation that creates a new version. And you understand that this conversion is available to you right now. Not someday, not when the condition is perfect, but right now. Because the conversation you're having with yourself today determines who you become tomorrow. The conversation is over. The journey is yours. The conversation is over. You have the vision. You have the tools. Now it's time for you to live in it. It's time for you to build it. Start where you are. Keep moving forward. Embrace all your challenges. Stay true to your why. Oh my goodness, that's a good one. Stay true to your why. So many people, they start out one way, they have a good intent, and then they get caught up in the money. They get caught up in the hype. Oh, I want to start my 501 to help inner city youth. And then you find out you start getting money from grants and you're using the money on everything else other than your purpose. I'm telling you, stay true to your why. Praise our God. The life that you are desiring to live requires you to answer one question. Who am I becoming through the conversations that I'm having with myself right now? Because the answer that matters most is the answer that you have on the inside. That's the answer that's going to set you free or either keep you stuck. Depending on what you choose to converse about, the choice is yours. You can do it today. Don't delay. I hope you have enjoyed this wonderful session of the Boardroom Report, because I know that I have. I know. Listen, I'm sharing with you my cheat codes every Tuesday and Wednesday. Now, don't y'all be mad when y'all see me on the cover of Forbes magazine and you see me out there hanging with Oprah and all the other millionaires. Don't be mad talking about I changed. I'm telling you, I changed right now. I'm telling you, before you see me over there, I'm telling you right now, I already changed. All right. So I want you to embrace the information that I'm giving you so that you can also have this same empowerment. I'm Pastor Derek, the Change Man Smith. I love you so much. Change ain't changed till you change. Stay tuned for the commercials that's coming, because I'm coming to a city near you and I want to see you. Make sure you have your face in the place. I love you. We'll see you next time. What it do, everybody? Pastor David Change Man Smith. Come on in, grab your pen and make sure you tell your friend I got some news you can use, and it's all about the blues. Listen, I'm just finishing up a workout, but I want to give you this very special public service announcement. And ladies, we did our big one for y'all for Mother's Day. We got your hair done, got your nose done, got your toes done, washed your car, filled it up with gas, took you to Red Lobster. We did all that for you. Now listen, Father's Day is right here, and I don't need y'all playing. All right, don't play. We don't need another tie. We don't need another screwdriver. And them ties ugly anyway. We don't need that. We don't want that. I'm going to tell you what your man wants. Bring your baby daddy to Copiah County Fairground, because it's going down for the Juneteenth Father's Day edition. It's happening. You don't want to miss it. I'm telling you, I'm coming through to do my big one, and I'm going to do it with you. That's right. Going to swing from the chandelier, stomp a hole in the floor, baptize that stage with sweat. You don't want to miss it. I promise you it's going down. Make sure you have your face in the place. Don't delay. Do it today. Get them tickets, y'all. Now I see y'all. And one more thing I got to tell you. Change ain't changed until you change. Later.
I wanna roll. I'm still crazy. I'm crazy.
What's happening, everybody? Come on in, grab your pen and make sure you tell your friend I got some news you can use, and it's all about the blues. Pastor Derek, the Change Man Smith, is on his way. High Point, North Carolina. Stand up. I'm on the way. 2 shows, one night. One man, one mic, one night. 2 shows in one night. It's going down. Get your tickets. Tickets are available at all white. highpoint.eventbrite.com. Coming to swing from the chandelier, gonna stomp a hole in the floor, gonna baptize the stage with sweat. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all already know what time it is. I ain't got to keep talking to you. I got to go. Got somewhere to be. Oh, that's High Point, North Carolina. I'm gone, y'all. See ya. Change ain't changed until you change. We gone. And the other group is going to be coming.
This is the year of expansion. Not theory, not talk. Expansion. Brought to you by the Change Agent Network. Powered by SKD Entertainment and distributed by SKD TV. If you're ready to move, if you're ready to build, if you're ready to expand, then you have come to the right room. Welcome to the Boardroom Report. Strategic direction for clear execution. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you now, Pastor Derek, the Change Man Smith.